are seeing more and more kids and teens complaining of neck and upper back pain, and often it's because of the way they're using their technology. But just like adults can set up their workstation a little differently to avoid those aches and pains, kids can use their phones, their iPads, or play their video games a little bit differently so that they avoid this neck and back discomfort. My name is Dr. Robin Armstrong. I'm a chiropractor at Willowbrook Chiropractic in Langley, and today I'm going to show you a few different positions your kids can take so that they avoid that neck strain and back pain. Now, what we're seeing a lot of is pain and discomfort in the area between the upper back as it turns into the neck. And what happens is the joints of the spine there can get jammed or irritated, and then the muscles around there start to tighten up and tense. So if we were to treat this condition, we would work on the muscles attaching into the spine between the vertebrae and the shoulder blade, from the shoulders up into the back of the neck. And then we'd probably do an adjustment to the upper back and the neck, either using our hands or using a tool like the activator, which gives a single tap to get the joint moving a little bit better, or the impulse, which gives a series of taps. Which method we use depends on the preference of your child, their size, their age, and that will decide how we're going to work on the spine to get it moving a little bit better. But if they just go back to using the technology in the exact same way, then they'll end up back in our office with the exact same problem again. So why don't I show you a few postures that your kids can take to avoid these aches and pains. Let's start with the phone. Often if kids are scrolling, looking at videos, messaging, they start to round through the spine and often drop their chin towards their chest. A better option would be to encourage them to lean forward, elbows on their knees, with a long spine, head in line with the spine. A much better position that's going to avoid those aches and pains. When it comes to using the iPad, often it's like on a couch or sitting in a chair, they might start to slump down and again, get in that rounded posture, head forward. Instead, you can place a pillow behind their back if they're on a couch that needs that support, and then another pillow on their lap just to raise the iPad up a little higher. And you might have to go even higher than I have it, like this. That avoids that head dropping forward posture and supports their low back. If you have an older child or a teenager who might need to use a laptop either for research or writing an essay for an extended period of time, really encourage them to use the laptop at a desk. A table's okay, but it's not quite the right height. A desk is ideal. And then laptops were never meant for us to use for extended periods of time. They're not very ergonomic, so they're too low and too narrow. So ideally, you have an external keyboard and an external mouse so that you can raise up the laptop so that the screen is the correct height. Now, if you have a child who has some aches and pains and is maybe suffering from neck or back or even headaches, and you want to book in with us, you can book online at willowbrookchiropractic.com. We post regular content on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube under Willowbrook Chiropractic. If you have any questions about what I've talked about here today, please feel free to ask myself, Dr. Robin Armstrong, or Dr. Jody Freedman. We're always happy to help.